County Fiscal Court meeting on June 8th to order. I'd like to welcome everybody, and I have asked my friend and good Christian man there, Mr. Paul Aarons, if you would come and say a prayer over our meeting.
Heavenly Father, first of all, we want to bless and lift up your holy name. We thank you, Lord, for the multitude of blessings on each and every one of us. We ask, Lord, that you bless this meeting today, the fiscal court. We pray, Lord, for guidance, wisdom, and learn us all, Lord, to be a good stewards. Lord, we just bless and lift up your name. Watch over each and every one. In Jesus' holy name, amen.
Amen. Thank you. Thanks. Pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. I'd entertain a motion on the minutes if y'all had a chance to read.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of the last meeting. And also, does that include the special call?
Yes,
And the LGA.
Okay.
and the LGA. All the minutes?
Yes.
Okay, Larry made a motion that we approve all the minutes. Second by Manager Wilson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right, next, need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills, Judge.
Motion made by Magistrate Richardson, second by Magistrate Waddell to pay the bills. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. All right. Jail report.
All right, I'm going to do it.
You don't look like Bobby.
Bobby's at Payday
Yeah.
87 Owensboro. For the month of May, we're at the Russell County Detention Center. Our average inmate population was 76. For prescription, Coke pays $208.59. Our nurse visits $33.27. House bill 452, $368.39. House bill 556 for our programs, $1,062. State inmate housing, $34,880.58. Inmate housing for Clinton County, $10,957.72. Our booking fees collected was $1,706.16. Transport fees were $210.20. Vending commission, $25.78. The phone commissions were $1,305.53. Our Duo County dividends were $529.85. Interest was $13.83. The canteen was $459.75, and our general fund transfer was $75,000 for a total of $130,242.98. When I left the jail a while ago, we had 32 state inmates, 4 Clinton County inmates, 48 Russell inmates, for a total of 84 inmates, and our overtime was 1.25.
I make a motion to accept the jail report.
Motion by Magistrate Skaggs to accept the report.
Second.
Second by Magistrate Richardson. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. Sheriff's report.
For the month of May, 911 calls for service, had 56 arrests, 6 domestic, 188 traffic stops, 19 1045s, 2 1046s, 24 motorist assists, 13 alarm calls, 8 animal complaints, 36 requests for deputies, 21 suspicious person complaints, 17 welfare checks, 8 juvenile complaints, 7 others. Mental health transports, had 6 of those to Eastern State. Court papers served, 12 juveniles, summonses, 18 criminal summonses, 46 civil summonses, 0 others, 17 subpoenas, 54 evictions, 1 EPO served. Prisoner transports, 166. 5,075 miles court security transport miles, 171 vehicle inspections, and 17 CCDW permits. Of course, then we have the 3 vehicles for sales. Y'all are familiar with?
Yeah. I got a question on this Crown Vic. It says parts vehicle. Is that one coming out and going over there too?
It's, he's got it listed as a parts car.
We ain't got a Crown that we're running. Do we still have Crown
I
running?
know.
We've got a Crown.
We do?
That we can use parts off of.
That's the reason we're just gonna keep it for a parts car, no insurance on it. We do have one Crown left.
It's in service now?
The old Larry Bennett car.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the storage building.
No, it's a Ford Taurus.
That's a Ford Taurus in there?
Yeah.
Is something wrong with it? Is that one of these?
It's one of these.
Okay. Okay.
Make a motion to accept it.
I'll say.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. And now,
It's on the agenda. This is the drawdown. They, as we all have agreed as a fiscal court to, instead of the sheriff doing the estate advancement, we are, handling that for them as the fiscal court, as we agreed to at the beginning of the year. Last month, they did need a drawdown. This month, they are asking for a $60,000 drawdown. And you've got that paperwork in your packet.
How much longer will that last?
Usually, we've always done like 300,000 total is what you've done from the state, so.
375, when we start trying to pay it all back in October.
October.
1st of November.
When you'll start paying it back?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they have to be able to make payments.
I'll make a motion.
I'll say.
motion made by Magistrate Garner, second by Magistrate Richardson. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. And then you've got on the agenda the sheriff's 2024 final tax.
I don't have that paperwork. I didn't get that paperwork.
The what?
The tax settlement, I don't have that
You got
paperwork.
it?
Well, it's on the agenda. We hadn't received the final one, but where it was on the agenda, we've got the amount that we've got to pay you all back, but we've not got the final report.
Oh, okay. I think it was, I usually do a save as from the year before, so you all must have presented it last year at the Zoom meeting.
They were
So,
running a little behind this year.
okay, we can table it then.
He's got something. He's got
But I do have a check
Check.
to close the account out.
Oh, okay.
24.
Yes.
Yes, for 24 taxes, that's what it is.
Terry's got it now.
$688.51, as long as you all are okay to accept that.
And is that the 24?
This is for 2024.
2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the overage of what was in the account after the audit.
Make a motion to accept it.
Made by Magistrate Garner.
I'll second.
Second by Magistrate Wilson to accept the settlement report. Tax check. All those in favor signify by saying aye, yeah, for 2024.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Next is the treasurer's monthly settlement report and pre-approved A transfers.
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Motion made by Magistrate Garner, second by Magistrate Richardson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next is review and adopt administrative code FY 26 and 27.
Because the packet was so large and it wouldn't feed into the copier, so I just printed, the admin code stayed as it was with the 2 exceptions that you have starred. So the one exception is for sick leave. In addition to the sick leave policy, number 6 reads that the fee offices shall be required to pay out sick leave balances for employees of said fee office instead of the fiscal court doing that from this point forward. The second change is on the holiday schedule. It says in section B, in addition to the state of Kentucky holiday schedule, the fiscal court also adopts President's Day as a paid holiday. So, that's one thing that I think,
Those two, all it was.
those are the only two changes that we've made to the admin code.
I'll make a motion that we accept all changes.
Motion made by Magistrate Garner, second by Magistrate Skaggs. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign.
So, and may I make this comment?
Yes.
For the fee offices, just so when you all do your budgets next year and you do the maximum salaries, you will check that box that you all are responsible now for sick leave and vacation leave.
All right, next is the second reading of the ordinance 2603, the 2627 fiscal court budget and reoccurring expense.
This is the second reading of the Russell County Fiscal Court proposed budget ordinance for fiscal year 2027. It's scheduled to be held today at June 8th at 10 o'clock. An ordinance relating to the annual budget and appropriations, be it ordained by the Russell County Fiscal Court of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, whereas the proposed budget was tentatively approved by Russell County Fiscal Court on the 28th day of May, 2026, and approved as to form and classification by the State Local Finance Officer on Friday, June 5th, 2026. Section 1, the following budget is adopted for the fiscal year 2027 in the amount stated or appropriated for the purposes indicated. In the general fund, $6,485,532. In the road fund, $2,717,901. In the jail fund, $2,458,776. In the LGEA fund, $19,900. In the ASAP fund, it's $125,000 even. In the grants fund, it's $405,740 even. In the emergency shelter fund, it's $13,500. In the opioid fund, it's $725,340. The tourism fund is $375,000. Dispatch fund is $725,000, $231. Airport fund is $300,818. Airport project is $2,309,831. Airport board fuel, $144,075. ABC, $101,745. And the clerk's storage fees account is $155,212. This ordinance shall be published in the local newspaper entitled within 30 days, and following adoption in this ordinance will become effective upon passage and publication.
I'll second.
Motion made by Magistrate Wendell, second by Magistrate Garner. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Next is pay Pulaski County $13,375 for the regional shelter.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Magistrate Skaggs.
I'll second it.
Second by Magistrate Richardson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Thank you, gentlemen. All right. Need a motion to transfer $75,000 from the general fund to the jail fund.
I'll make a motion.
Motion made by Magistrate Garner.
I'll second.
Second by Magistrate Wilson. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right. All right, next is the rock bids. You have a spreadsheet there.
Oh.
It's the bid, we accepted them. Remember, she was gonna put them side by side and give them to you all, and this is and we tabled it, is what we did. And one of the things I've learned from some of the other counties, what they do, they accept, and I need to talk to Kevin about that, but they accept all bids until they have time to, review the bids, and then they come back and they don't even bring it back. They just actually review them and then go from there. Because when they come in and they're confusion, like with us when she reads the rock bids off, because one place doesn't have number 2s, but they got number 3s, and so you can see there she put them side by side, so it'll give you an idea which ones it is. and those affect you all as managers.
I'm gonna make a motion to accept Getty's bid.
Okay. Motion made.
I'll second it.
Second by Magistrate, motion made by Magistrate Garner, second by Magistrate Richardson to accept the Getty's bid. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. Up next is the interlocal agreement with the city of Russell Springs. I'm sorry, fuel bill. I didn't have anything in the packet here.
Yeah, sorry, it's like over here, because let's see which one this is. This is, okay.
This fuel? Yeah.
That's,
We at least got 2 fuel bills this month.
yeah, this is the same one we got last time. the light bill.
First bid, ooh, this is a good one. They have, Premier is the one that I think we have now currently, right?
Correct.
They're doing basically the same thing. They're giving 2 cents a gallon off of the bulk plant truck price. Right. And then the other one's tanker truck price, which is the same. Everything on it, it doesn't matter what you get on here, whether it's a diesel, the dyed, kerosene, clear, they've got everything that they handle on here, and it's all 2 cents a gallon off their bulk prices.
Which is what we have currently.
Yeah.
That's,
So whatever that lid is, not what you know, without tax and whatever the lid is from the plant, that's what we pay, 2 cents. We get a 2 cents gallon off of that. This one's from White Oil, and you're gonna have to do the same thing, I'm afraid, is that rack markup price, which is 2 cents off here. They put regular unleaded at 3.388 plus a 18-cent upcharge on that, and it's plus applicable taxes. I'll read the rest of this, but this is pretty obvious. It looks like road diesel is 409.05 plus another 18 cents plus applicable taxes, and off-road diesel is 409.55 plus the 18 cents. This looks like they bid it based on the prices today, and that one's bid based on
right price.
the rack price.
Whatever goes up and down.
When it goes up and down, you're paying 2 cents less than what that rack price is. And this one's a fixed price, and that's for 150 gallon to 25 gallon. Look it up, make sure I'm right with that.
What's the one we got now? What's the name of it?
Premier, that's the one that's got the 2 cents off.
Motion we give it to Premier. I'll second.
Motion made by Magistrate Garner, seconded by Magistrate Skaggs. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Next, we got Kim worked on these salt bids. We got them to bid, but then also there was that salt auction. She was able to get pricing from that too, correct?
Yes. Generally speaking, we've always just done the CAECO reverse auction, and for some reason CAECO backed out of the auction. They didn't want to be in the middle of it. Yes, and so that being said, when I first found that out, I thought, okay, then I'm gonna have to go out and reach out and solicit bids from all the vendors that we had, which I did, and we got some of those. Then I received a call from Orbison, which handles that reverse auction, and he told me, it's like, we can still be part of the auction. So I did. So we ended up getting like 5 bids, which is great on the salt.
More than we've ever got.
Yes, usually we just get 3. So I will tell you, these are the ones that we advertised in the paper for sealed bids. While he's doing that, I'll read this. On the salt auction, we had 3 bids. One from IBG Magic, a Kentuckiana, who was a vendor of ours at one point. That is at $162 a ton. Bruce Oakley, that's, bid was at $163 a ton. And Compass Minerals, which was $179 a ton. And Compass is one that actually bid this way as well, so.
Bid on that too.
Uh-huh.
Come see how it compares.
Yeah, be interesting.
Put a lot of stuff in this one.
Well, they put all their,
Bed sheets.
yes.
That's for three, they bid it on 300 tons. Is that 150 delivered seasonal?
Let me see. Yeah, yeah, $150 a ton delivered, and that's from Compass.
We ever had them?
Yeah, we have, I'm trying to think
The
of,
cheapest one?
so far, but we've
So
still got
far,
some more
still
to.
got some more to go there.
Yeah, that's just the.
Oh, do we?
These are just-
that's
yeah, these
sections.
are-
That's just all. Yeah, this
They
is-
don't have that good salt, do they?
No, we can't get that clear lane anymore.
I wonder if that's a federal regulation.
I'd say it is, because nobody can get it. So, yeah, with the sound honest.
All right, this one's from Morton Salt.
We had them as well. These last three, we've had Morton, we've had Cargill.
Thank you very much, the invitation to bid. However, at this time, we respectfully submit a no bid.
Oh, okay.
We don't want to know.
They don't like us. We ain't big enough.
That's part of the deal.
Cargill.
I think that's who we have currently.
Yeah. De-icing solutions, 300 ton. Did they do a,
That's all we'll need is sealant, so I don't know.
I don't see anything on here. What's it say?
No, we'll be unable to submit a bid for your de-icing requirements.
Okay, same
So,
thing.
Same thing, so they kicked us off as well.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's
so-
probably why Keiko's getting out of it.
Yeah, so,
Like motion, we do the 150.
which I think that's Compass.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
Compass. Okay, so,
So we got two no bids out of those three, right?
On the stall?
Yeah.
and that's not bad, the 150 is not bad, I think we paid 142. I mean, I remember a time when it was like 180.
I said delivered too.
180 or 96 or
I said
whatever.
delivered too.
Yeah, so, who seconded?
I did.
Okay, so that's all.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. All right. I've got a couple of tourism board appointments that I want to make. I'd like to reappoint David Dyson. If y'all know him, he's the manager over at Rowena Marina. And the other one I would like to put on, Eric West, is coming off. And I'd like to appoint Susan Melton and be a representative for me in the county on that tourism board.
Make a motion.
Motion made by Magistrate Garner, second by Magistrate Richardson. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. All right. Next is the well, I was way off. A bunch of, I was trying to get done. Next is the interlocal agreement with the city of Russell Springs. You have that in your packet.
I think we need that interlocal agreement, make a motion.
I think I didn't make that motion, but anyway.
Yeah, you made it when I did it earlier, but it didn't count.
It didn't count.
That didn't count. You want to do it
Yeah,
again?
but I was getting excited.
I know. Which one of you want to make it? Steve made the motion and Larry seconded. Okay, Richardson made the motion and Skaggs seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to help Larry. I was trying to get it done early too. Read out of line there.
That's fine, Judge, you're doing okay.
Okay. Pre-approval to pay the balance from the waste tar grant when the figures come in.
We've got, looks like Ashley's got it on here.
It's on this, it's in here.
we
Yeah,
gotta-
$2,300 is what we owe.
Yeah,
Make a motion, we pay it.
Second.
Motion made by Magistrate Garner, second by Magistrate Waddell. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, same sign. All Next on the agenda is a resolution for 2608 at the hospital/medical office expansion grant. This is so they can go after some money to do a medical office building up there at the, on the end of the hospital. Once the hospital, you can't do it now. I mean, they're trying to get the money for it, but what they envision doing is building a medical office building on the end of it.
They just going through us with it, so.
Yeah, it will
I'll
be
make a motion
passed
to
through.
that.
Motion made by Magistrate Richardson, second by Magistrate Garner. Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. It'll be a good deal if they get it too, because it'll be added on to the end of the hospital. They can't start it now because that's where the parking lot and stuff is that they're currently haven't used, but it'll go on that end. So when you got specialty doctors that have offices here, they'll be able to go straight into the hospital, get MRI, a lab. It'll go in on that lab side, and then x-rays or whatever those doctors need. So I think it'll really improve our hospital or the medical stuff for our community. It'll help bring a lot more specialty doctors here in the county so that people can go there and get all their stuff done. And so I think it's a good thing to get that happen. Next up, I'd like to bring the Next Gen Civics Club up here to do an update on what they've been doing.
Good morning, Judge, Executive, Magistrates, and guests. My name is Jay Helm, and I'm the treasurer of the Next Gen Civics Club. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share some of the things we have been doing through the Next Gen Civics program. Over the past several months, we've had the opportunity to learn more about local government, community service, and professional workplace skills through hands-on experiences throughout Russell County. Hello.
Is that mic on? Is the mic on?
Touch the mic, see if the mic's on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on.
Hello, my name is Sidney Galicia and I represent the county attorney. We have been digitizing and scanning fiscal court records, including some of the county's earliest recorded documents. This project is helping preserve Russell County's history and make important records more accessible in the future. One of the projects we participated in was helping Russell County Tourism prepare for the Bassmaster High School World Championship. We assisted with assembling approximately 1,500 welcome bags that were distributed to anglers and visitors from across the country. One of our biggest projects right now is planning the grand opening of the Greasy Creek Recreation Area. The Next Gen Civic students are leading the planning and organization of this event, which is expected to take place later this summer. We are working on activities, promotion, logistics, and other details to help make this event a success for the community.
Good morning, my name is Leah White and I'm the Deputy Judge for Russell County Civics Club. We have been given the opportunity last week to observe a model trial and learn how our court system works. We were our own jury, taking notes, hearing the facts presented, and coming to our own conclusion. Seeing the legal process firsthand helped us better understand the responsibilities of judges, attorneys, jurors, and law enforcement officers. In addition, some of us have worked in the front office at Jamestown City Hall under Mayor Regina Hampton. We have learned valuable professional skills such as greeting visitors, answering the telephone in a professional manner, assisting the public, maintaining confidentiality, and representing the organization with courtesy and respect. These experiences are helping us develop leadership skills, gain confidence, and better understand the importance of public service and civics engagement. We all appreciate the support of the Fiscal court and everyone who has invested their time and effort in helping us learn and grow. Thank you for supporting the Next Gen Civics Club program and providing opportunities for young people like us to be involved in our community. Thank you.
They're doing stuff a lot of people don't like to do, like scanning them documents. It's kind of boring, but they stay at it and do it. But it's going to be invaluable at some point because that program reads all that stuff in AI. You can go in and search by somebody's name, somebody's date, whatever. It'll just bring up anything you want to. You can put a phrase in it and it'll bring it up. If I got a feeling that some of the stuff that we talk about in here has been talked about years ago, and it's probably in those books downstairs recorded, and we're talking about it again. But we'll know that once they get all that stuff in the system. But
do you think it'll be able to pick up anything on
Waddell's jockey career?
Maybe if they've ever talked about it, they would.
I've been wanting to research that.
I mean, they're getting ready. They've done a lot of the typed minutes and stuff that's down there. And then they'll, at some point, we're gonna get them something so they can do the handwritten ones. And that'll be interesting. So see how the AI program can read that, so.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Research it.
Thank you all. In the other business, I've got some, and I'm sure everybody maybe has something up here, but one of the things I need to make sure that we talk about is at our landfill now, or our transfer station. Republic raised our rates $2.06 a ton back in May, and we need to catch that up. I need to raise that rate at least the $2. The 6 cents is okay. We can carry that till next time. But from what I understand from talking to Mitchell Morgan is that's pretty standard. If they do it every year, they raise it like $2 a ton. So I just ask your all's permission to increase that $2 a ton.
I mean, let's do it if you need a motion.
Motion. I do. Second. Motion made by Magistrate Richards, second by Magistrate Garner. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. I've got, we got a grant to do that crumb rubber again. Thanks to Susan, wrote another grant for Clifty Creek, and Magistrate Garner's going to match that grant, but it's $248,000 to get that road done down there. It's another one of those test deals where it goes in, how many years? Yep. 5 years, it has to be observed and reports turned in on, so.
But the big thing of that was how many was got in the
Oh,
state
yeah.
of Kentucky.
3. There was 3 in the state of Kentucky. So. And we were told last year when we got that one, we wouldn't get them anymore, they wouldn't do anymore, so, yeah.
Well, and we were like that last year, because we had, there was quite a few in there, but we were one of the very few that even got one last year, so to get one 2 years in a row was fantastic.
Yeah, and they actually put that Crocus Road on the front of their brochure, or they took a picture of it and put it on the front of the brochure or something. They're picking on you now, David.
We've got to work to get it. Yeah, I understand, brother.
He stays in here looking all the time. And then there's a $350,000 MOU that you all agreed to and let me sign a resolution on. It should start next week for that Rowena Marina over there with their blacktop and that. And that money all came out of the Senate, which was a strange deal because I've never experienced it in the 4 years I've been here. So different deal. And that'll be starting. So the bids go out. I was back up a little bit. The bids go out this week on that Clifty thing, right? It'll be in that thing to advertise for bids on that. Something else we had. What was it? Oh, yes. Many of you all know that Candace Miller is leaving the 18th? The 18th. And I guess I need a motion, I don't know, but I've got a person, Shelby Landis, that will be taking her place, and that's an appointment for me. I guess I just need to have you all think it. Do I even need it? Do I need it? Probably not. Okay.
It's yours personal.
Okay,
assistant.
so she'll be starting maybe the middle of the 20.
Sometime the week of the 20th,
Yeah.
the 25th, yeah.
So she'll be starting. So.
Sometime the week of the 25th.
So she'll have to get up to speed, and it's a tough time, honestly, because, we're right here at year end, beginning of the new year, so you gotta start a lot of stuff, so she's gonna have to hit the ground running. She knows, yeah, and Kim's gonna have to run along with her, and so we.
Kim got a lot of spare time.
Yeah.
It's all the things that we don't think about that come up that you'll have to teach you.
One thing, I come out of Clifty Creek, or Clifty Creek, but Greasy Creek today, the sign really looks good. Thanks to Susan and Danielle.
Danielle.
It's good.
I got a call about, I went in and told Susan, I got a call about that this morning from a guy that lives in Albany. He said, man, that really looks good. He said, that makes that park stand out. And I have to agree. We've got cameras down there, and the people in dispatch can see those. And I've got them on my desktop in there and on my phone, so hopefully it'll deter all the people that wants to break things and tear stuff up, but, I mean, that's still gonna happen. But, you know, what's nice about it is you go down there, there's a family down there walking around on the creek bank, and they're saying this is great because, you know, we can come down here and it doesn't cost anything, it's free for them, and they can go down there and eat lunch and just go down there and listen to the birds and listen to the water running. That's a pretty good thing. Did you go see it?
I went to see it.
What do you think?
History.
We took it from a place, we took it from an eyesore to a place hopefully people will want to go to.
It looks good.
Really is.
Did I understand y'all say there's gonna be a little shelter of some kind?
We want to try to get something to do a shelter. I've been asked, hey, can you get a shelter put up down there so we can maybe do singings on the weekend or whatever? I don't know. There's a lot of things I think we can do it down there. There's a lot of history down there too. I mean, all those mills, the paper mill, the steel mill, woolen mills, I mean.
I made a lot of history myself.
Yeah, I know. We don't want to talk about that. They'll probably start probably start drag racing cars across that bridge again now, if they ain't already. So, let's go down and see if the black marks are there. That's really all I have, y'all. Anybody else got anything?
I'll make the motion we adjourn if you don't.
Motion made by Major Skaggs, second by Major Garner to adjourn. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Thank you all.
Okay.